We are doing the reading Love and Romance for those of you out there that are single. And I think this is a little bit too, for some reason, it looks too, like, close. And it's actually not supposed to look this close. So let's raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. And let's lock it. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. It didn't make much of a difference. Let's see if I can put the camera this way. And hopefully, no, that didn't work. That didn't work, unfortunately. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I did. Oh, man. Isn't that crazy? Okay. I did try it. I did try to rotate it, but it's going to work. Guys, how are you? It is 4:30 in the morning in New York. Yes, you finally called me. You finally called me. Yes, hi, good morning. We are going to do the reading. This is a universal reading. It is also timeless. Take what resonates. The kings and queens, masculine and feminine. There might be a man with a feminine energy of an empress or a queen of swords or a queen of cups or queen of pentacles. Or it could be a woman with a male expression of these energies. So it can be used interchangeably. And of course, this reading is for singles. Well, what's different in this video, which is different from many tarot card readers on YouTube, is that I am an astrologer and I'm going to give you the major outer planet positions for the 3 months coming. That'll be April through June. I discussed the full moon and the new moon. It's good to observe them if you're going to look at these videos concerning love, romance, job, career. I added the moon phases as well. So on the next video, I will also include another set of information concerning the lunar phases, which can also help you in finding out if this cycle is the appropriate cycle for you to be involved with someone. I will also take into account if Venus, which rules love and relationship, is retrograde, or if Mercury is retrograde. We are in the shadow aspect of Mercury retrograde. We left it about 2 weeks ago. So we're just about on time with going Mercury direct. Saturn and Mars are in conjunction in Aquarius on the cusp of the 9th house and the 10th house. We also have a conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune, also in the 6th house of Virgo, and it is in Pisces. So therefore, this is the first time that we've experienced Neptune in Pisces. And Jupiter is the co-ruler, the classical co-ruler of Pisces. So to have Jupiter and Neptune together is an experience that many modern astrologers do not understand, and it's the first time that we're experiencing it. Coupled with the full moon in Virgo and new moon and the nodal axis, this phase is very significant. This is the time that you can manifest whatever it is that you want, whatever it is in your heart's desire. I mean, some of us have some fantasies and some aspirations, and we leave it locked away in our psyche because it's stuff of fairy tales. Well, guess what? In this cycle for the next 6 months, we are going to have a wonderful opportunity to manifest what we want, and that includes relationships. So let's jump right in and let us find out what you are doing, how you're going about searching. Is someone coming to you? Are you interested in someone? Or if you're not, and you just want to be on a hermit mode, maybe that's the best thing to do. So we're going to find that out, okay? We are going to start with the Aleister Crowley deck. Let me put a little light. I tried to put some scenery for you, but, it's just not working out. It is just not working out. Let's see if I can do this. Let me try something here. Let's try something here. Let's see if that's better. We're gonna lock it here. All right. I'm just gonna do, if that can be seen. If that can be seen, I guess so. I guess it can be. Let me lower a little lower. That way I'm able to see it as well and see the direction. Okay, great. I need to have a good eyes view. I really wish I could put it, further. I gotta be careful that it doesn't lock the phone. Okay, a lot of you got your super chats on. Very good. We're gonna use the Aleister Crowley. The left side is your present situation as a single guy, and in the middle will be what the gateway, what you need to know, or if someone is looking at you, looking your way. And then the third category is there movement coming to you, or are you thinking of moving in this direction? Okay, and of course I'll let you know if it's a karma mate, a soul mate, a twin flame, same soul mate, and karma mate, and so forth and so forth. Okay, okay. So let us, okay, let's shuffle. Aleister Crowley. Uh-huh. Okay. My subscribers or cross watchers that are going to benefit from this video for whatever they're looking for. If it gives them insight, then that's great. Bless this reading, bless this video, and thank you, God, in advance. Okay. Let's put here. Okay, that's 7 spread. Okay. We'll flip it this way. Let's see. Okay, Libra. Adjustments. Adjustments. Some of you are working on yourselves. Some of you are actually comfortable being by yourself. Enough said. Right? And here, some of you, okay, is Mercury inside swiftness. This is, there's a lot of you are in the collective, because this reading is for the collective, and take what resonates. There's a lot of you out there that love to play games and be in that, Casanova, Don Juan energy, and like to, just have a good time. Good time, You don't want any commitments, of any kind. You just want to have fun. And you know what? I agree, especially if you're below age 30, because this is the time for you, to, do your thing. It don't have to be any kind of commitment for that. All right. Here we have. But then there's some of you in the collective that are looking for love. Here is Venus, Aphrodite, love. Number 2, harmony, balance. And of course, this is Libra. The first card to come out was balance, harmony, ruled by Venus. And here she is. Okay, so we have a couple of people that want to be by themselves and they're content being by themselves, and then you have another group who just like to just be bagamounts or tricksters, and I like to be in that group. That you have some fun. You have some fun here, And then there's the third category of you that want to experience love. All right, so we have a triad here. So let's take the rider and weight deck, and let's take a closer look at those who are comfortable and content being by themselves. Let's see what that's about. Let's see what that's about. Show me, Spirit, show me. Show me. Look at that. The Strength card. Strength. A lot of you don't need a partner to latchkey or lean on or use as a supply for strength. Some of you are strong in your own right and don't need someone at the moment. Here's the Chariot. On the reverse, there is no movement towards that direction. You guys are totally content. Here's the King of Cups. But here's the thing, the King of Cups and the reverse. The King of Cups upright usually confers a very receptive, emotionally balanced, empathic, emphatic, compassionate, a man who is very aware of people's emotions and the emotional vibrations around him, and is very kind and gentle. This is usually considered to be a Scorpio card, even though it's the King of Cups, and many people use it as Cancer. Many people, and I agree, has more of a Scorpio vibration. But it's on the reverse. So when it comes out in the reverse, some of you or many of you are angry, bitter, manipulative. With two categories with the reverse King of Cups. One is a jaded individual who's been hurt emotionally and has still not healed. And then you have those who, in a way, they simulate that they've healed, but they're not. They just developed anger. Anger gives you a lot of energy, and it can be confused with someone who has healed. Because when you're not healed, you're still in pain. Some people they transmute actual pain into anger, which is a much more uplifting energy, although destructive. So there's a lot of you who are manipulative, cunning, master linguists in lying and emotionally manipulating people. This could be done as a result of being hurt emotionally, and that's what can make the King of Cups a reverse. Okay, so some of you are going through that. The Wheel of Fortune. Some of you are paying karma. Some of you have done things, and you're paying karma, and that's why you're alone. You're alone not by choice, but by karma. So that's another category of you guys. Okay, so some of you have karma that needs to be brought to balance. And maybe going through this period will suffice in offsetting that requirement of karma. And then Queen of Pentacles. Is it? No, Nine of Pentacles. Usually the Nine of Pentacles upright is someone who's very opulent, very wealthy, self-sufficient, independent, don't need nobody. But on the reverse, the person is poor financially or is unstable and is codependent. So there are some of you who are maybe too codependent to the point of being parasitic to your partners, which eventuated a breakup. So that's another category of you guys. All right, all right. Number 6. And then some of you are stuck. Don't know what to do. Some of you might be stuck because of witchcraft. Somebody fucked you up and left you stuck, and you're still trying to get out of that, and there's some of you who may be having some kind of identity issues or sexual identity or some kind of internal crisis that keeps you stuck. So that's another category, all under the supposedly Libra. But if you look at the bottom, it says adjustments. Adjustments. So those cards that I'm putting out are those adjustments that have to be made by some of our single guys and gals out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more card, and we have some of you were delusional or had illusions, or you know what it was too. It could have been that you mistook lust for love, and when the honeymoon phase wore out, you were like, "Wow, what's this?" And some of you some of you got fucked up over that. And some of you are recuperating or trying to look at things in a more realistic set of lenses. Wow, so that's quite a category of you single guys. All right. And then, of course, those of you who are very manipulative and got game and want to keep on bouncing, boom, 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 and just keeping it fun and light. Fun and light. That would be what I would call swiftness Okay, and the gift of gab. Okay, Spirit, show me what is these single guys and gals. Why are they single? Is it because people see right through them, or is it because they have insecurities and their trickster ways is a way to mask their inner vulnerability? Let's see. Now let's see. Let's see what Uncle Fernando sees. All right, with the swiftness we got. Oh my God, the King of Cups again. Then I tell you he could be manipulative and a real trickster, a real sly. Here we go, under the strictness, right here. So, some of you got game. Some of you got game. All right? You go, look at that. Some of you are heartbreakers. The Empress and the reverse. Some of you fucked up with an Empress, or thought you could fucked up with an Empress, and then you got fucked up. So some of you have done some really bad mistakes, and maybe being alone for a minute gives you time to reflect and evaluate, and maybe the next time you won't make such a mistake. You'll check your facts. Okay? Okay, done. The Queen of Swords. Some women, whether it's same sex or same sex or non-same sex, whatever. Some of you dealt with a Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords ain't going to be swayed by no cute ass, no dick, or no smile. If you got the looks, that's great, but you better have some fucking brains, or she ain't gonna entertain you. Some of you were too pretty with no brains. Well, that's the perception, That's the perception, And some of you couldn't handle the queen here is also an older woman. Some of you dated older women, and you couldn't run game. And that's another reason why maybe you guys, this didn't work out. For the shyster and the more, bouncy, fiery types. And then we have the Three of Cups on the reverse. So some of you were just not ready to be involved in a serious relationship. A lot of you still had a lot of game and a lot of, teenage kind of attitudes or behaviors that wasn't conducive. So some of you need a little bit of growing up. And here we have the King of Swords. So we have here a divine couple, a divine connection. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords go together. And it's upright. So some of you don't like the truth, or the king handle the truth or confront the truth, because the King of the King of Swords, female, it could be a female embodying the King of Swords energy, or it could be a male. Either case, in any type of relationship, there is, you can't come with shyster energy. You cannot come with shyster energy to a King of Swords, or a Queen of Swords, or an Empress. Although some of you have managed to derail an Empress. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. And some of you just lacked in strength. Some of you were not strong enough. Some of you were weak. And the women ran all over you, or they got bored. Women don't like weak men. Then you might have had some women that they just stomped all over you, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. So that's another category. So you guys might need to know who you are, because the only way that you can be strong, remember this is Leo, the sun. The only way that you can be strong is by developing your solar plexus, which is the seat of ego and identity, self-esteem. It is yellow, which is why this card is predominantly yellow, representing the sun and the solar plexus. Okay, so some of you might need some, work in that, in self-development. Right? 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay, we did that. And, thank God, at least one category did come up upright, which is love. Some of you are in love and are looking for love. Make sure you look at my videos on love and relationships for couples, in addition to this one, even though you don't have someone yet, because I give pointers there as to what to do and how to proceed for those below age 30 and for those above age 30. Right? And for those who are middle-aged, that's a whole different category. So let's take a look at here what some of you guys in the collective are looking for. What is the ideal for you? Okay, Spirit, show me. Show me, Spirit. Show me. What are they looking for? Fat, skinny, blonde, brunette, black, white, Asian, gay, bisexual, transgender. What are you looking for? What is this sector of the collective looking for? Okay, love. They want wish fulfillment. 10 of Cups. This is quite ambitious. This is quite ambitious. I hope if they, I mean that's the first card to come out. Bam! Wow! Not even not 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. No, bam! 10 of Cups. Wow! Well, you better have it together. Your money better be right. Your brain better be right. Gotta look right. And I hope you got a place so you can bring your new bride. That's wow. But this can also be a goal. Some of you are really serious about maybe contemplating settling down. Good. Okay. Oh, look at that. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, you want some sugar mamas and sugar daddies. Or is it you making this money, preparing yourself to be able to gain a worthy couple and where you can have a give and take, whether it's based on equality and capability, and also interest, personal interest to come your way. So we're going to take this card out and put her in the middle because that's the middle pillar. What's the other card? You don't want to be stuck. These people are not stuck. They know what they want and they seem to, it depends how old you are, your level of maturity, because a plan you can achieve enough stops without a plan. All right, very good. And no illusions. This group is together. No illusions. No unrealistic goals. No. You're looking at things that you can accomplish for short term and long term. Very good. Wow. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Some of you are still in love with a prior relationship. We're going to put this back here in the past. So some of you might sling back to an old couple, an old lover, because there are still feelings here. And these feelings are hostile, angry. Usually when you're that angry, there's still love. There's still something there going on. There is a possibility of something being redeemed or being reconciliated here. So let's take the Queen of Cups in the reverse and put it with Queen of Pentacles here in the middle pillar. All right, number 6. Some of you may leave location or may want to leave, contemplating moving or relocating in hopes of, and this can be going to college and finding somebody there. Or moving to a dorm from your home if you're in school. It could be any kind of scenario or abroad. The event is that it may be a better selection of options in a better environment. All right, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then number 7, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you have attracted karmic mates, and some of you are still locked in the cycle. You say the cycle has not ended. So some of you are still locked in an old cycle, and therefore the universe is not going to open doors for you for anyone until you complete what is required of this prior cycle. Some of you are still connected to karmics from the past. Okay, you just don't walk away and nothing. Their energy will still be in your aura, and they can still affect you. You have to close out the cycle if you want to be able to begin something new with somebody else. Okay, very good. Now we're going to open the next 2, and that's 5, and then we have 2 more. Okay. Wow, it's quite complex here. It's a lot. And then we'll go to the middle pillar here. Let's flip this card. Oh, look at that. We got the Empress on the reverse. So look at that. Love upright, but the Empress in the reverse. And this can also mean someone who plays the field, likes to have multiple sex partners, group sex. Someone who is trying to find love in this way. Um, Talking particularly with women, but the Empress in the reverse as a trump card speaks about something else. Let me take, no, I'm going to continue with the Rider deck. Alright, I put the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups back on the deck. I already know what they are. Alright, zoom out a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's see. What is this Empress in the reverse? And this could be specifically addressing the women in the population, in the collective. The women may be unhappy for the most part because they're getting the short end of the stick. It really depends. It's kind of interesting to see the love upright, which is analogous to Venus in Cancer, in the Aleister Crowley deck, and the Empress in the reverse. That's actually quite rare. So let's see what that's about. All right. Oh, one card fell on the floor. All right. And that is Ace of Wands on the reverse. And it comes from heaven. So some of these women have lost faith, and many are depressed. Many are in probably abusive relationships, which is a separate issue altogether. Let us look deeper into the Ace of Wands on the reverse. And we are going to use the Star card deck, which is of course similar to the right deck, but it's the illustration is quite different. Okay, is that right here? Okay, show me what is this Ace of Wands on the reverse on the Empress. This may be speaking about the women in our collective, particularly. The Empress from 30 down, from 30 up, not from 30 down. Ooh, we got here the King of Swords on the reverse. The King of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who is verbally abusive, psychologically abusive. So many of our women in the collective have experienced verbally abusive men, possibly narcissistic in behavior. Right? A lot of these women are healing, the Hierophant here, and are seeking emotional or spiritual guidance. And here we have the Queen of Swords. Some of these women in our collectives are extremely smart, aside from being very beautiful, something that can be very intimidating towards men, especially if they're much younger. So a lot of women in our collective are healing from that, which is why the Empress is on the reverse. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords on the reverse, which means that they've already been betrayed. And now they are healing, and they're probably not available in a romantic way until they've sufficiently healed. But they're still optimistic towards finding somebody because it did not come out on the reverse. Okay, so these are probably very strong women that are crying in the dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. The Star, wish fulfillment on the reverse. So a lot of these women have been destroyed and shattered. Their dreams shattered. Doesn't feel right. You don't feel right. You don't know. Prayer and love and light to these women so they can heal more expeditiously. And of course, some of them were stuck, the Hangman. They were probably being in third-party situations, or they would say secret love affair because this is Pisces, so it may be with secrecy. The moon is elevated here in Pisces, although exalted in Taurus. Here we have that someone will probably put in the dark and suspended and couldn't move. That's another stuck card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, We have here 6. And the 7th one, we have 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is like having economic hardship. It came out reverse. So many women probably have been scammed or shysted with boyfriends that took their money and took their cars. You know how guys do, and they take the woman in for every penny. And some women are probably coming out of that and recuperating from maybe gold diggers or leeches. The same for man or woman, take what resonates. So this is the story. This is the backstory that's going on behind the Empress on the reverse with the Ace of Wands through the weight deck on the reverse. Let us throw 6 more cards under the Empress in the reverse. Here's my answer. Lots of women have been stalked. They've suffered from being stalked. Or men, too, because it happens to men. And usually by younger guys. Younger guys tend to be more reckless than older guys. And there could be a situation that some of these women were older than with young, immature guys. And guys that were too obsessive or jealous, as is often the case with younger men. But really, it's with all types of ages when it comes to men and jealousy and possessiveness. So that's another issue. Some women were very defensive. They had to tread carefully. Again, dealing probably with abusive and narcissistic men. Or women, whichever case resonates. And some of them have, again, come from shattered home backgrounds, already putting their self-esteem and self-worth down the wrong path. They develop as adults already with a wounded sense of self, which sets the pattern all over again for them to repeat the same misery that maybe comes from their parents due to psychological conditioning and upraising and other factors that could have caused some of these women to lose perspective of themselves and therefore choose the wrong partners. Okay, 4, 5. Here is the Empress and the upright. Some of these women have had the capacity to heal and bounce back, and they are also looking for commitment. So we can put this in the middle pillar with the Queen of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, all women. So these women are the ones that are coming towards the single guys. The Empress, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. It's better than the Queen of Swords or King of Swords, which is far more, roughneck. I'm very intelligent, and they can cut you with their intellect and their tongue, and probably will outsmart you. So for guys and gals that are dealing with, I just want to keep it light, you want to keep it light, cute, sweet, and a little, coyish, then love is not for you. But luckily, you have a category of women coming your way, or men, that are self-sufficient. So if you're not self-sufficient, you cannot get this middle pillar. If you're not making the money, you can't come here. If you're not emotionally mature, you can't have the Queen of Cups. That's just it. So unless, you got your shit tight, then there's opportunities here for an equal give and take, both emotionally and materially. So, but if you guys are not ready for the middle pillar for these women that are not presenting themselves to you or men, then it's best not to court them. Alrighty, and now let's open the other card, and we have. Okay, this is the energy, which is on reverse. Some of you may be a little lazy. This doesn't require further analysis. Some of you are very lazy. Very lazy. And women don't like lazy guys. You gotta, it takes effort, courtship takes effort. You gotta do. Okay, that's 5, 6. Okay, many of these guys are now, guys and gals are not worried. Here's the worried. We came out in the reverse. So you guys like being single for the most part, from what I'm seeing. Although there's been a nice hefty set of categories. I've counted 7 categories in all within single guys and gals, and what your needs and requirements are, and what you're bringing with you, and the baggage, and what you're expecting. Okay, So that, well, for now, let's take a little closer look at the word. Why are these people not worried? Okay, well, my guess is they know what they want. They want to play and be single. They don't want no serious commitment. I don't blame them, especially if you're in your 20s, late 20s, early 30s. Okay, let's see. Show me spirit. Word card, one the reverse. Number 5. Yeah, they just want to be a they just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. And they just want to have fun and chill and relax. No more is needed for analysis. That's 3, that's 6, one more. Huh. Yeah, this is the Sun Virgo. This is the trickster card, Prudence, under reverse. Okay, so yeah, and it falls right under the trickster. Isn't it interesting? This is Virgo because it's Mercury, and this is Virgo, the Sun in Virgo. The symbol is up there. Sun in Virgo, Prudence. But it came out in the reverse, right paralleling the shyster, the trickster, or the truthiness. So some people just want to have fun and, do the thing, be dog and do the thing. That's okay, that's cool, that's cool. Wow. Okay, now let's go into the future. What is the future for you single guys and gals? What is it that you should be aspiring to, and what actually is available out there? Okay, let's see, let's do that much more. Using the Qiarterly deck. Actually, let's put the Qiarterly deck down, and let's go with the astrology birth chart cards. Okay, let's take these. Remember, take into account the Jupiter, Neptune, and the moon in Pluto and Capricorn, which is in its Pluto turn at 27 degrees, and the moon in Cancer at 22 degrees. So keep that in mind. With the nodal axis now being in Taurus and Scorpio. Remember, it was in Sagittarius Gemini for 9 years. Now it is entering Scorpio and Sagittarius, and that also does. Alrighty, let's see. That will be what's coming. Okay, we'll put 3. We'll put 7. We'll put 7. Okay, what's available? Okay. There we go. Alright. And one that trumps it. That's the bridge. Okay. Let's look at the first one. Aquarius. There'll be more men Aquarius than women entering the pool, heading towards the direction of wanting to consummate a partner. Understand, though, that Saturn and Mars are now in Aquarius. And these are very tough guys that are a conjunction. So these guys might have some trauma or some karma with Saturn here, or might have abusive backgrounds with Mars being here, or anger issues. Some of them, on the positive note, can be very disciplined, structured, geniuses, industrious, and a little bit too aloof or too busy to allow any kind of emotional warmth. Okay, this might pose to be a challenge with Saturn and Mars in Aquarius at this time. Right? So you all know. So if they're acting funny, you know why. It may be the transits. It might be that going on, or something else that may have nothing to do with you or the context of the relationship. Okay. Let's go to the second one. The second one is the Sun and the reverse. So both males and females who think that they are ready to be in a relationship are actually not. They haven't healed. So there's potential for abuse here, for these people to be the abusers, or those that they connect with, the single guys and gals, abuse them, or vice versa. So there's a potential for that here. So we got a rotten apple in the bunch. Okay. And then the next one is Leo. Leo. And we will be in Leo season soon. So a lot of attractive looking women and men, and they seem to be very confident. They got it together. They know what they want, and they are now ready to do the chasing. Okay, very good. That's the three categories. And of course, oh, look at that. We got Venus. We got Venus. These women will definitely be very beautiful and alluring, tantalizing, and ready to jump in the bandwagon for some fun in capturing a single guy and gal. Very resonates. Okay, that's the fourth category. And here we have Cancer in the reverse. So some of you may have emotional baggage, bringing it to the single guys and gals and trying to create a courtship and develop a relationship. If you got baggage, I don't recommend that you step out into the bandwagon and start dating. You should date just maybe, I don't really feel, if I can put my 2 cents here, that you should be dating if you still got you're trying to court, it's best to really be sure, give yourself enough time for self-love before jumping back into the game. Okay. And then, of course, we got Pluto. Pluto, look at that explosion. This is explosive energy. You all seen my video on Pluto. Pluto is no joke. So some of you here might be sadists, masochists, sadistic, or deeply disturbed and troubled. Careful, these are that's the signature of the predator or the serial killer. So yeah, we got every bunch in the group. Okay, so these are the people that are presenting themselves, and the bridge that connects them all, and also connects them to you or those who are single. One common denominator between these 6 categories and all those singles are this group of men and women are now going towards. And that is, wow, the 10th house, Capricorn, the devil. With this, it's quite possible that many in the collective will encounter power struggles, battle of wills. Again, Pluto is in Capricorn, opposing the moon in Cancer. So the country is experiencing this polarity, and so is its peoples. So that may be a challenge. Some of these people may be well educated or have good jobs, or those who are singles might not. Or because they're single, they got more money, but don't have the status. Some might be older and have the status, and some are younger and don't have the status because they're still too young, creating a codependent relationship. So there's all bunch here in the bunch. Guys, this reading is for April through June, and it is a quarter. Read your full moons and the new moons that I've done in the other subsequent videos. I will be doing one more video, and in that video I will discuss the first quarter, second quarter, third, and fourth quarter, which is helpful to know when you are seeing these videos per quarter. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.